No, this isn't me simply calling the video the worst horror movie ever made just to be clickbaity. That's the actual title of the movie. But did I pick this movie based solely on the title? Yeah. Calling your movie the worst horror movie ever made is quite the selling point. You've got a lot of balls calling yourself that, and some mighty big shoes to fill. Some of us have seen Savage Vengeance, Savage Weekend, and other movies with Savage in the title. You're gonna have to work hard to be worse than those two. But writer-director Beelzebub, oh, I get it. Anyway, he knows how to make a title. He's the director of Dumb and Dumber, Jesus the Total Douchebag, the most offensive comedy ever made, Nightmare on Elmo Street, and that's where we come to the worst horror movie ever made, which starts out about a card game gone wrong. Truly, this will be epic, like the Casino Royale of shot-on-shitty-o movies. I don't know if it'll be that bad. Look at the characters. It's got everything you need to make a horror movie. It's got a leading man, a leading lady, an axe murderer, a victim, and the director is also a mental patient, apparently. Even though this is called the worst horror movie ever made, they could have at least worked on the de-interlacing. This is the opening, by the way. You know it's gonna be good when the cops are called in to shut this thing down. What an epic opening scene. That's truly gonna lead to some solid opening credits. Well, I was gonna be mad at those credits, but when you title the movie that, I have no excuse to be angry. What's next? Am I gonna get mad at the dialogue?
Ah! Do you mind? I'm trying to concentrate on my hand.
Jeannie, you always make me concentrate on my hand.
Watching this movie is gonna be a mistake. They have to wear wigs to play cards because it's pretty clear they hate each other.
A normal guy would probably make you pay for something every once in a while. You probably don't know what money looks like.
Why are you all even here?
Can we get back to the game?
Thank you! They love this jerking off gesture so much, they've done it about 12 times at this point. And also this zoom shot.
Use the bathroom downstairs, I took a mean crap in the one up here. Open that door to die.
By the way, someone please fill the cat's water bowl. There is one laugh so far, where the dude misses the banana peel, but will he step on the soap marked soap? Oh, well, I guess the effects are technically practical here. I think I know why some of these lines are shot this way.
In American culture, because it's so sexually repressed due to religious oppression, there's no sexual dialogue between men and women.
I had some trouble memorizing that line and had to read it off screen, huh? We'll take care of that. Someone put a blindfold on.
What are you doing?
I want to pretend like I'm blind.
Why?
So I can learn to appreciate what I have.
This is gonna get stupid, isn't it? Don't mind him, he's just going downstairs to use the bathroom with a blindfold on. That way he doesn't see the dead body, which he still tries stepping around. Dumbass! The most awkward thing about these lines is that every take should have about a second cut from the beginning and end of it.
I think I'll go urinate. Don't anybody peek.
There's such a thing as a lock on a door, you know.
I meant don't peek at my cards.
Wow, those lines are awkward. Way more awkward than the death scenes, one of which involves death by banana peel to the face. And I think it's strong enough to beat the shit out of him, where the others think he's jerking off.
Nobody invite that guy back here. He doesn't even have the decency to wait till he gets home to masturbate with me.
The most important thing is that the actors are having fun. Like going up to the roof to take a piss. He worked so hard turning his roll of foil into an axe. Good thing it worked. Wait, is nearly everyone in this movie dead? How is there 75 minutes left?
I don't mean to be a bummer, but I think we should all just call it a night.
Again, thank you! This is my favorite character, at least for the time being. Too bad she's gonna die next, where they literally pad out the movie with a game of slow motion 52 pickup.
Well, he's going to jail.
What? What a twist! They are in on this murder plan the whole time? The cops are gonna be hot on their tail!
You can hide, but you can't run from Detective Fred.
What Detective Fred lacks in passion, he makes up for with his stunning wig collection. The editing was also a victim of the 52 pickup tragedy. I don't know what's going on, but I know I don't like it! Oh, and of course, this is the kind of movie where they settle down the editing to show someone take a shit. They shouldn't have stopped. They've already been caught.
Alright, you want to be a wise ass. Alright, you want to play games? Alright, you know what? Guess what? We're going to be doing a strip search right now, alright? So get your pants off.
Detective Fred's methods are highly illegal, but he does get the job done. Relax, it still gets dumber.
Oh no, the sign of a full moon!
Holy shit, the full moon turns them all into cheap in-camera effects. And yes, they fight a shit monster. Some movies, you just know when a shit monster is gonna show up. And that the two characters are gonna make out with shit all over their face. Because this is truly the Sallow of shot-on-video movies. So far, most of this movie is just them being pulled over and asked to take your terrible movie elsewhere.
It's okay, we're just passing through.
How'd you like a bullet to just be passing through?
Desperate times call for desperate measures. No town wants this movie to be filmed there. They do calm down on the dirty language by having them say fook.
That was fooked up.
There's no walk in the park for me. What the fuck are you talking about?
Not only that, but the orange tips on their guns means they're real. Just like this totally real psychic. Hey, just 'cause it's August doesn't mean we can't put Christmas lights up. Again, I'm talking over the jokes.
The spirits tell me that I have a solution.
Hey, that's not his real voice. What is going on here?
No time for that. There's snow randomly outside now because it's in the Another Cinema Snob movie universe. I've given up trying to describe the plot. She buys some liquid off a stranger. That's all you need to know before this happens. Whoa, what a drug. It erased her body from the shoulders down. Somehow it still looks more real than this post-production snow. Why is that even there? I can see the snow on the ground. I believe that it snowed. Once again, the editing is not doing the storytelling any favors.
They're using our PMS against us.
Oh, great. Someone's trying to take a picture of me naked.
God help who's ever writing the plot synopsis for this on Wikipedia. Also, Jesus is in the movie now. Don't trust him. According to the director's other movies, he's a douchebag and a serial rapist. This is just another excuse to drink more and do bad accents.
It is celebration of our holy day Ramadan. Let us all sing it.
Pfft, that's not Yasser Arafat. Oh, and also old jokes that I heard back in grade school.
Howdy. You put me up for the night.
Let's take a commercial break so I can wipe away my tears of laughter.
Oh, good morning, Dr. Burns.
Morning, Dr. Simon. What's up?
You have used the show as a way of destruction. What do you mean?
Children, zombies. They don't roll as good as they used to. I love the smell of zombies in the morning.
We're back, and so are these riveting effects.
I think I'll start with you.
Whoa, don't stop the shtick now. More jokes from grade school.
You know why girls like Jesus?
Why?
Because he is hung like this.
Get it? He's got a big dick. This movie is getting crazy. What? He's not even holding binoculars. But according to the time, we're past due on another joke that's funny.
And pray to God you don't miss.
It's about time someone gave us a proper movie adaptation of the Army Men game. This movie is just someone doing a lot of drugs and writing a script based on their own drug-fueled ADHD train of thought.
So you want us to shoot you out of a cannon right into her meat curtains?
Yeah, that's right. And then from there, I'm gonna travel her bloodstream until I reach her brain.
See? It's Fantastic Voyage now. And it worked. She's shrinking down, but still hasn't gained her body back. I could use some drugs. It would make this editing make sense.
I got me an idea how to get out of this mess.
Now that I have my dignity back, let's go back up to the surface.
Dignity was the first thing to die in this movie. Also, I could see your towel, and I don't mind seeing the green screen. That's not the dumbest thing to happen here.
They're not runaway slaves anymore.
But what about the ghosts of runaway slaves?
Look, we don't know any black people, so we had to CGI one in. That was like half of our budget. And now they're in a basement where babies are being put in blenders and chopped up. And by that, I mean we put some fake blood on dolls. Joe D'Amato is gonna send them a signed copy of Anthropophagus that just simply says, tone it down a notch. Did you say tone it down? Certainly! That must mean we should have baby nunchucks. But alas, this is the funniest joke in the scene.
Ding dong. Oh, that's the doorbell.
Okay, that was funny. I also like that he's delivered what is clearly a bomb in wrapping paper. That's the best effect so far in the scene. No, now how are they going to escape the basement and move on to the next random plot point, like when the dolls come to life? Well, that's terrifying. Go back to being just dolls. I'm also terrified as to what's going to happen next.
It's been so long since I had company. Can I interest you in a cup of tea?
Oh, it's Mrs. Doubtfire now. Saw it coming. Best sit down and get some caffeine in you. The drugs are wearing off, and we don't want you to crash. Gotta keep up the coke-fueled pace this has been going at so far. See, they're in a farmhouse where I'm sure there's gonna be serial killers. Again, happens to the best of us.
I really hope she lives here by herself and not with some big, dirty old... Ha!
What are you all doing in my home?
Oh my fuck.
Only in this one they are ready for a hootenanny.
We're smack there in the middle of a hootenanny!
You were late on your woo. This can't even be a simple hoedown. There has to be a bad cut thrown in there somewhere. This is going on so long, they eventually say, screw it! Let's make it go even longer by putting it in slow motion. And also playing, Toss the Sock. I'm guessing she didn't want that to happen. On to the pie eating contest where the pie is stuffed with more padding.
Who wants to be the first person to eat that yummy in their tummy pie? Who wants to be the first person to eat a pie in this here barn? Who wants to be the first one to eat a pie?
Sorry, it's hard for me to pay attention due to seeing the cameraman. And I think that's one of the actresses from the card game earlier. This movie's not very good. Don't even get me started on the face-off sequence. My god, it was way more convincing when Santo ripped off someone's face. Though switching out the actors like this is kinda funny. Way funnier than Buttweiser. Grow up, movie. But after some butt puns, they're wandering through the woods. Don't try to connect any of this. Watch.
Help me!
You mean you didn't expect a reference to The Fly to happen? It was so obvious. Need more evidence of this being pure ADHD porn?
Look! A sock!
Sorry, what happened? I'm still looking at the sock.
Holy shit, it's a mummy!
Oh, okay, there's a mummy now. I got this. I almost respect how random this is. I mean, it's not unoriginal. Like when he gets a laser gun from her vagina and zaps a hole in the mummy. Can you think of a better way to kill a mummy? After several shots with this gun, she's being slower at following this plot than me.
That's a laser gun!
Yes, it is. It's been there for several minutes. She figures out the zombies quickly, though.
Zombies!
You know what to do. Go hide out in the CGI spiderweb while someone shoos the bees away from the set. Can we continue the movie now?
What a great day to sunbathe! I love nature!
This is the worst Conehead sketch and it's going on forever. But meanwhile, where there's Snow, she's either confronted by Jesus or this is the descendant of the Cyclops from Cannibal the Musical. Only here, he masturbates so hard that his penis goes right through his hand. See, he had to do that so the movie could get really ambitious with its shots for a few seconds. Not that this isn't ambitious.
Genie! I can't live without you!
The burr-alive snowman is melting in his grave over this disrespect. Obviously, here is where they're going for the Oscar. It's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest now. That's why the director is in the scene.
Don't play with fire! We got rules here! You're gonna set off the sprinkler!
It checks out that that's the director of this movie. And that a mental institution in this universe would just simply be a bar. Don't worry, they got security there in case the patients get too drunk.
Don't even try to look at my ass!
On second thought, give that man a whiskey to calm his nerves down. This is like the 200th plot point in the movie. I can't even remember what happened 10 minutes ago. Didn't this used to be about a farmhouse or something? I don't know why they're so keen on leaving. They've got Big Buck Hunter. I hear next week they're getting Golden Tee Golf. They're out of the asylum now, and also have a bag of money. Or do they?
Genie, that's Monopoly money!
And they have a bag of hilariously delivered lines. I don't know why he's so mad. There might be a get-out-of-jail-free card in there. Like every romance, it's gotta throw in the third act breakup. What are you doing, movie? We know they'll end up back together.
And of course you wouldn't know what American money looks like, because I pay for everything. Get out of the vehicle, you whore!
Can we instead have a breakup with the needlessly ambitious cinematographer? Even the editing is just a collection of buttons the editor just discovered. And that's what that cut does. Also, I think Jesus is a vampire now. I still can't get too mad at this. The movie came out in 2005. I know what it's like to get drunk and make movies in 2005. Serves them right for leaving a camera at the bar. Naturally, we're gonna film ourselves getting stuck with sticks and ripping our hearts out and saying random shit.
I overheard that the blood animated the snow. I'm gonna take some of that life-giving fluid. You never know when something like that'll come in handy.
You didn't overhear that. You just made that up. While the vampire babes are talking, I can point you towards another movie you should be watching, as this episode is brought to you by Casey Jones Livewire. Casey Jones is back where he belongs, in an 80s and 90s style action comedy, co-directed by Chaz Dre and Adam Michaels, and starring Michaels as Casey Jones. This is clearly taking a lot of liberties from the Grateful Dead song. Oh wait, you mean the Casey Jones from Ninja Turtles. I got it now. You can watch the short over at the YouTube channel Chromatic Phantom. Check it out today. It's also got futuristic guns in it. But back to the worst horror movie ever made.
I got some wood for you right here.
This movie is still not great. Although we finally have a return of the best character in the film, after this previous best character in the film.
Well, well, well. Returning to the scene of the crime.
It's you!
The name is Detective Fred. Now I will handcuff you till you get my name right. Oh, by the way, he's actually her stalker, which is news to me. I didn't even know she had a stalker. At first, I'm angry that he gets killed, but it's worth it for the hilarious sound effect. It's how Detective Fred would have wanted to go. His replacement will be here momentarily.
The fingerprints of the axe murderer match the fingerprints of the crime scene.
You are no Detective Fred. Whew, well, that was quite the long day. Oh, wait, there's like 16 minutes of the movie left. That means about 300 new plot points are about to happen. Like Rocco being killed because a banana ate him from the inside, and then it tries popping out his mouth. But she brings him back with the blood of Christ, and then a snowman watches. If you ask me, though, it is this that's the biggest twist in the movie.
As long as you take the carrot off there and put it down there.
Whoa, wait. I was specifically told there was still like 14 minutes of the movie left. Oh, there's a little bit of ending credits, but then get ready for the biggest dump of outtakes and deleted scenes and alternate takes ever tacked on to the end of a film. Not even the end of Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas had this much stuffing. I guess it sort of makes sense. It's just as random and disjointed as the rest of the movie.
Holy shit, it's a mummy!
Oh! Great. I'm gonna stop watching now. The movie is over. Well, I don't mind saying that a movie called The Worst Horror Movie Ever Made is pretty bad. But is it the worst horror movie ever? I did chuckle a few times, and it's pretty damn obvious they knew the movie they were making was bad. It seems like a movie whose sole intent was to get a 2.8 on IMDb and have a lot of reviews that say, "You can't fault the title for its honesty." Though I personally like, "It is what it advertises," but still 7 out of 10. I will say it is better than Night of Horror, because things actually happen in this movie. Arguably too many things. It seems like an entire movie simply made out of someone's outline notes before they write the script. And while there isn't a sequel, there is a remake, made only 3 years later. Perhaps it'll be the rare remake that is far superior to the original. But I have to brace myself for another sequel, as we're finally getting the 3rd chapter of 365 Days. What? Why so long? It's been mere months since the 2nd movie. I can't wait to not give a crap about the 3rd one either.
See you later, alligator!